All right, so here we got a nice simple. This guy's running pekka, and unfortunately, I don't have pekka starting hand, so this is going to be a very tough defense. However, you'll see how we manage, and I actually make some bizarre plays to try and get my pekka back to his cycle of pekka. Also, him having firecracker is just very unfortunate, as I don't really have a great way to kill it. So I just go barbarian log in the back to just get cycle going. Get a really good king activation here, which against pekka matters a lot. However, this guy is running a fairly mid-ladder deck. Honestly, pretty happy with this bandit. Gets a lot of value here. And since the minion buff, I've been really happy using minions in my deck. He does have Fire Spirit plus Rage, which is a little unfortunate. And I don't have Pekka, obviously, in my hand. And you guys might notice I zap here instead of going for a ghost. And if I wouldn't have, I would have lost the game. So I zap because I couldn't have got to my Pekka soon enough if I didn't do that, which you guys can see here. So that's something really critical is sometimes if you're playing a deck like Pekka Bridge Spam, you need to focus on getting your cycle right with theirs. And if that means playing a no-skill card such as Zap just to cycle to your card what you want to play, such as Pekka or Mega Knight, then it's definitely worth doing. Now, I realize that I'm kind of in a shitty situation because my Pekka's offhand the entire time so far. And so I've realized really weird bomber here, kind of crappy by him, but we'll take it. Plus 2 elixir and still Virla Ghost, but knowing he's got Pekka. And this is when I found out he had Monk. And a level 16 Monk, when I have minions, is my main way to kill a Pekka right now because my Pekka's not in cycle. It's just not a great look. So I put down an E-Wiz low initially, hoping that he pops an ability, which he does. So because he popped his ability so early, the only way for him to kill my minions now is Rage, Fire Spirit, and so we get a minions down immediately. And I unfortunately do have to waste a battle ram here because it's the only way I could block the firecracker shot, which we actually are able to block. And somehow we do get a relatively clean defense compared to what we could. And the biggest thing I want to note from that defense is that I did not cycle my Pekka. And I realized this guy has 3 spirits, so if he doesn't have much for this push, I can just go split lane with a bandit. And this is what I want you guys to realize is sometimes that it's not the best to force your Pekka down. Like the first time around I had to because I didn't have the right cycle, but when I'm able to kite things away with my battle ram and avoid the firecracker line up in my tower, it's sometimes an easier thing to do. So now this guy's chirping me with good luck, and I'm like, all right, I have a level 15 Evo Pekka, he's got a level 16 non-Evo Pekka, but I'm not going down that easy. This is kind of a weird play, but I like this lightning here because, one, I don't have a great way to kill that firecracker, and also his tower is only 3 lightnings away now, and so that was definitely what I was thinking. Now, he plays a crappy bomber because I can just snipe it with my ghost, and once again, he's popping his monk ability way too early, which is just allowing me to get unlimited value from my minions, as once again, the only way to kill him is the Rage and Fire Spirit. But once again, even though he had 2 Pekkas down on the map, we kind of defend cleanly. And that's kind of the moral of this battle is we get some very lucky defense, not lucky, but just clean defenses. And we get a nice little lightning here. And now here's what I want to play around with. And this guy was emoting the entire match, so I figured out all I got to do is cycle back to lightning. But you know what? Let's do some Edge Royale. So I'm feeling toxic at this point. Like, this dude is playing an incredibly toxic deck, so I'm just like, nah, we'll let him think he's got it. So I go for the red side just to kind of mess with him a little bit because I want to get both his towers lower. And then we also zap the right side here just because for shits, why not? And because zap wouldn't do enough anyway. And so now I'm like, all right, let's let him build up a push and let's make this as close as we can to Edge Royale. Edge Royale. Edge Royale. So I just let him go and just take almost the entirety of my tower, play it really close and get the lightning down the last second just to fuck with that bitch, bro. Don't fuck with me now. My game, bitch. You ain't no king.